Alright, apologies for the re-upload here. You see, when I originally did the audio for this episode, for some reason one of the stereo channels was really low. So I just deleted the low one and duplicated the normal one, but then I decided to invert the duplicate for some silly reason. But I should have known from my science class that that wouldn't work. Because if you have two sound waves that are the same, and you play them at the same time, it will amplify them. Whereas if you have one sound wave and another that is the total opposite of that one, they will actually cancel each other out. This is actually what's used in your noise cancelling headphones. And while I was using stereo headphones to clean and edit this video, I'm guessing that if you play it back through a device that only has mono output, like a phone or a tablet, then the two channels get combined and they cancel each other out. Which is why some people couldn't hear me through the video. So now I've uninverted the other channel, and hopefully it won't be too loud and you'll be able to hear me. So with that, here is this episode review of Double Dinobot. Welcome back to my reviews of my favorite Transformers cartoon ever, Beast Wars. In today's review, we're taking a look at the episode Double Dinobot. Funny. Last week's episode, Dark Designs, was also a double D. And now this week's title is a double D too. Unfortunately, I've used my horniness allotment for this month in my last G1 retro review. Otherwise, I'd do a looter joke here. I was also planning on doing a video talking about Big Firebird's latest figure, but that might be pushing it too. So instead, this is the only pair of double Ds I can show you. In this episode, Megatron creates a clone of Dinobot in order to infiltrate the Maximals base and take it over. We begin this episode with Megatron basically pulling a Frankenstein as he creates his previously mentioned clone of Dinobot.
Yes, I present to you a perfect clone of Dinobot. And all I needed was a speck of that traitor's DNA.
Actually, Megatron, Transformers do not have DNA, or deoxyribonucleic acid. Instead, Transformers have CNA, which either stands for Cyber Nano Algorithms and or Cyber Nucleic Acid, depending on the continuity.
Excellent. Now, it's Pterosaur's job to eliminate the real Dinobot. Yes. Then I'll send in the clone.
Really? Pterosaur is going to take out Dinobot? This is the same Pterosaur we've seen in previous episodes, right? So, Pterosaur traps Dinobot in a cave, much like when the Decepticons trapped the Autobots in a cave that one time. The clone tries to send Optimus and Rattrap on a wild goose chase, but Optimus ends up sending him and Rattrap instead. He totally tries to take out Rattrap, but his surfing game is like too gnarly, dude. The clone tries to deactivate Sentinel, but he doesn't have the password.
User identified as Dinobot. Beast mode.
Yes, I'm Dinobot, and I order you to deactivate.
Good thing that Sentinel doesn't use face recognition for security. Otherwise, the base would be unlocked by now. Rattrap uses a bomb and a rock to escape the lava. This is kind of like how you can use stasis, bombs, and a boulder to launch yourself into the air in Breath of the Wild. I said launch yourself into the air. Okay, try again. One more time. Okay, there we go. See? You can do it. After escaping the cave, the real Dinobot arrives back at base, where he and the clone engage in a cute little mirror gag. So the two Dynabots do battle. Raptor versus Raptor. Because the clone can't transform, and the real Dinobot wants to fight with honor. It seems the clone has won, but when Megatron arrives to take the base, it appears that the real deal was the victor after all.
am the real Dinobot.
The other Maximals return to fight off Megatron, and we end this episode with learning of the fate of Dinobot's doppelganger.
A shame, really. He was such a handsome creature. And quite tasty.
Well, this wasn't a great episode by itself, but it is interesting how it relates to future ones, and it raises many questions. First of all, what exactly was the Dinobot clone? Was he literally just a purely organic raptor, but with the mental capacities and memories of Dinobot? Plus or minus a few modifications by Megatron.
Fortunately, I don't share your stupid sense of honor.
This wouldn't be the first or the last time that Megatron tinkers with a Maximal's personality. But if the clone was wholly organic, that would explain how Dinobot was able to eat him. Dinobot eats himself? Would that be cannibalism or self-cannibalism? Either way, that's definitely a thing, isn't it?
Well, some of us cannibals who cut other people open like cantaloupes.
This also wouldn't be the last time that Megatron tries to create a clone of Dinobot, nor the last time that he homages Frankenstein.
Yes!
In Season 3, he creates his Cyber-Raptors, which definitely feel like dumbed-down Dinobot clones with some transmetal upgrades. And then of course he creates Dinobot 2, using a blank protoform and half of Rampage's spark. What is it with Megatron always creating clones of Dinobot? Why is he so obsessed with him? He's like a clingy boyfriend. Come on, Megatron, get over him. He's with the Maximals now. Well, let me know what you thought of this episode of Beast Wars down in the comments. Remember to like, share, and do all that other fun stuff. And I'll see you back here next week for the next episode of Beast Wars, The Spark. Yes, this is another great and very important episode to Transformers lore. Not to mention the debut episode of Air Razor. So be sure to come back next time for that.